Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Today, na Thursday, number 16 day for this month of February 2023. My name na Capo Daniel. I am the Deputy Defense Chief and the Anti-Kidnapping Czar of the Ambazonian Defense Forces, the ADF, and the Spokesperson of the Ambazonian Governing Council, the EKONA, aka Sense Pass King, on our own countryman, Ambazonian FBI. Lukong, una welcome to our daily podcast, a program where we bring una the truth, we bring una meaningful information, fact-based analysis for help we make work for this journey to our freedom, the independence of Ambazonia. Good citizens of Ambazonia, today we want start with our mami dem with the down week of a protest for inside EKONA. They work out with food from EKONA so they go reach for inside Buea, the capital of Ambazonia. For over the years, we don't begin complain about La République du Cameroon, their Calais, with the land use them for inside Buea, especially for EKONA. EKONA Rams experience huge Calais, where La République, their forces, they routinely come from Buea and Tico, come assemble them, carry people that picking them from EKONA, go them for inside their station them, for ask them ransom. For a long time, this phenomenon in Andy go. Yesterday, our mami they don't talk, say they don't get enough, say enough is enough. They must stand or fight up for their picking them, they release them. This it happen as a result of La République du Cameroon, their killing of one Ambazonian. We come out for Yaoundé, he come visit and see for EKONA. As the boy, he don't come. He don't believe, say, Ambazonian things, they don't come back to normal according to the La République, their narrative. So he can enter for house, he take shower, he come out for inside shower, he do tower for a last, he wipe him. When Cameroon occupation terrorism, them bang the door. They talk say if Cameroon terrorism, it never ever touch you, you know go know say this war it be real. No one is safe from Cameroon terrorism. As they knock door, it deny for open them, say they for inside house to rub his skin with oil. Na way La République des gendarmes then jam door, broke am, enter meter with for house, open fire na one time for person will be unarmed, it be naked, then kill it. They don't carry the body for the young Ambazonian, we named na Ubeno Felix. This incident it happened na for coffee 4 for EKONA. All boy them, all picking them for coffee 4. Then come out, they cry die, carry the boy for their head, then go drop them for Isa mortuary. As then come back for Sunday, it won't be Monday, La République du Cameroon then come back again for that quarter. This time they come with their trucks them. Then come for can round up every boy waiting for inside coffee 4. They come with picking they play football. They round them up all, it no matter what to be your name, how old you be, then catch them, put them for inside motor them, then take and go down for inside Tico, then carry someone, then go down for inside Buea. For Monday, now it happened for Monday, it won't be Tuesday, some of the people, their family, they receive call, say me they can pay bribe, me they can pay ransom for receive their picking and me they release them, otherwise they go try them, say them being Ambazonian fighters. Family, the way they get money, then go pay. One way they no get money, then go back, then deny say they no go leave any person. They approach their colonial so-called mayor, their colonial so-called chief, way to the La République, their senator, then try for go back, as they were in politics for back for we. Then go back for they, then deny say lie to lie, they no go release them until them pay money. It won't be on this Wednesday, this fateful Wednesday. The mommy them way, they no fit release their picking, they will pay bribe, then carry chop for go feed their picking them for Buea. Legion for La République, their occupation post, away from their hometown, for inside coffee 4. Now the same treatment way Amazon and the gate and where they cash were picking them, carrying them, move them for places they stay, take them across the Mongo into La République, go lock them for Douala, for Yaoundé, for Nchang. How poor mommy them, they go feed their picking them. And we know very well La République, they need to feed prisoner. Once they catch you, you are on your own. They mommy them, then bring chop, La République des gendarmes, then deny say they no go take chop for gear that picking them. They go staff for day until them pay at least 75,000 for release one. Now the thing we don't drive our mami them, our buy and sell them, our auntie them. For inside EKONA, me then come and say the match say they must release their pikin them because this one never kill them. Eventually, because they don't match 12 of the pikin them, they don't release them for Buea. The remaining one they still there for inside Tico, and so on they still there for inside the Legion for Buea. They never release them up to now. This one is show we say Cameroon not be just a colonial power, not be just somebody we don't colonize we by definition, but the people the way their conduct, not the one way na colonizer them. Cases for rape for Cameroon army them for inside Ambazonia they go up as yesterday a 17-year-old girl be raped by Cameroon military. Then they can set up their place for inside radar for EKONA Alabukam less than 12 hours. Then that catch 17-year-old pikin say the one check his phone, then drag he enter out the person in the house and rape him. That rape cases them for Cameroon military it done over increase for inside Ambazonia recently. I would want call our gear picking them. Say me them resist any attempt for take their phone gear for La Republic or for follow them enter for any private place. Say they will recover their phone. Cameroon terrorist forces them. They always use for seize gear their phone. Say they want check them will even be against their own law. As a way for drag the gear them, corner them, for rape them. Rape victims they often be afraid for talk and they fear Cameroon persecution. We call on all our people them way them be victim of Cameroon rape for reach out for us. For make take note and pass the information for the international community the way they monitor such use of rape as a war of terror. For instance, Bamenda Ambazonian defense forces them they don't catch huge stock of contraband of brasseries to Cameroon drinks them. We trader them they don't take them for smuggle them inside our capital of resistance for inside Bamenda.
On a pleasant day, on a good evening. A brasseries that contraband. Or don't take them. The Bamenda Brigade, New Jerusalem. This one will be a strong message for those away that see deal on contraband for this town. This one the ADF unit, New Jerusalem. The message is what they send them for all people where they see they do them. 911, Emperor, Big Brother. Dreamland. Na day them day ahead. We go visit una. Any man where they sell brasseries drinks for inside Ambazonia, make it take note and make it stop them with immediate effect. Brasseries products are banned in Ambazonia. La Republic they use the people the way they sell brasseries product for set up their network of spy them where they be responsible for the killing of civilians in the name of reporting Ambazonian fighters. Fellow Ambazonians, this time I go bring una for a no corny talk about the issue of the use of intelligence for fight war. There is a huge intelligence war going on between us, the Ambazonian Governing Council and La Republique du Cameroon, and many of our people are being used and agents of La Republique exposed in the midst of this confrontation with the use of information war tool. If you don't notice there is an increase in traffic of the use of my name, Capo Daniel, by the Cameroon military propagandist attaché for them, the Coniam titles. There is a fake Facebook page that carries my name and have my picture in white shirt that is also called Capo Daniel. That Facebook page is fake, is cloned and used by the Cameroon military to send disinformation and to push a narrative that will help to crumble Ambazonian liberation and resistance and to promote Cameroon agenda to continue to dominate and subjugate our people. Be mindful of those fake pages. All my original pages are known, and we'll still continue to educate our people about these fake pages. Cameroon is also faking comments because their strategy is to make believe. Each time they push a fake news or a fake narrative, they will use their fake people to comment and make someone who read those comments to believe that the things are real and are believable. By such doing, they affect the mindset of our people, make our people then know this strategy. Fellow Ambazonians, if we don't see since the attack of the CDC worker them for the CDC plantation for inside the Atlantic State there, for Tico, we don't see the increase of warfare for information. Some Ambazonia, the way they not be in touch with the international community, they not be in touch with the statistics, and they not get information about how the possibility for Ambazonia them for fight this war go win them they be easily used by La Republic the way they approach them, say them be an advisor. Because as the Bible did talk, there are something that looks good, that sound good, but the end is disaster. No be any type of thing where they need for the talk. We need to fight the war now for please our people. We fight this war now for free our people them. Ambazonia they need for no one thing. There is no calculation for Ambazonia freedom where not include the stopping of work for CDC. I mean, there is none wide answer. There is no roadmap to Buea. There is no road to independence without us stopping the CDC. Dr. Chua Yaba a vision. He talks that we will not only increase the cost of occupation, but we need to stop the exploitation of our resources. So that net Cameroon no go the benefit as much as he go to spend them for sustain the occupation of Ambazonia. That one is a very important calculus. CDC not be only the second largest employer, but now one of the biggest contributor for Cameroon GDP. Not be only say they contribute na a reliable chain for supply of the Monte banana and other cash crops them where the Europeans market that they expect them and that they benefit from. CDC now also a means for guarantee Cameroon their loan and for sustain their currency. It be very, very important and critical. Say make and strategic say me will stop CDC from working at all costs. So anytime where CDC be touched, when they see Cameroon, it become a hot potatoes. Their agenda they come out, they try to do two things. For try for demoralize Ambazonian soldier them, me they not attack CDC. One, and try for encourage and reassure CDC worker they say they figure work so that they will continue for work. Any man way he don't open the eye for listen to it would talk am. Diangote he be done put Cameroon their strategy all for outside, he be that expose them all by talking about CDC as well. For explain for the people and say they're coming back for CDC now, then reassure the international community so everything be in control. We need to deny them that ability for be the guarantor for them for do trade with the international community with our products from inside CDC. So it be important for we for give moral authority for our soldier for take out CDC critical infrastructure and for stop them, and also for discourage work and for no for work for the greatest success will La Republic Ibidan do for this struggle now for pay bribe not only for soldiers on the ground but for some of their representatives like Chris Ano and Samuel Ikome Sako made they help them for talk me CDC go ahead. When I remember saying that for the peak of the destruction of CDC where La Republique du Cameroun they be accept for me the Swiss Barry Cobet company is sponsor the Swiss stock. So the people the way that betray Ambazonia, when I see even Eric Tato it is sell and promote CDC product, and he don't come outside also for DC for work and I say me then go back for try for convince them. Say me then go work back for La Republique. Make no mistake, anybody way they promote La Republique, me you continue for work for CDC, they work for La Republique interest, whether you like it or not, whether you know it or not. Any man way the help for discourage Ambazonia fighter they know for attack CDC, you the inevitably the help na La Republique, no be Ambazonia. Our soldier they need all the moral support for do what it takes to free our people. This does not mean that we approve or we support the killing of civilians. That is why we always talk say we must use proportional force. That means use appropriate force for carry out these actions, but don't target innocent civilians unnecessarily when there are other alternatives to accomplish the same. That said, we must inform everybody that attack to CDC infrastructure and to stop CDC worker from going to work is important, is inevitable, it is the right thing to do, and we must transmit this information without blinking, without twisting our tongue, that attack against CDC infrastructure, taking action to stop workers from working for CDC, it is approved, it is the right thing to do, it is a moral thing to do. Just do so appropriately in accordance with our code of conduct. As I talk, La Republique, their agent, they could try for reverse this moral authority we don't give for our soldier them by trying to use extreme cases for push their agenda. The reason why they didn't want to tell now, say the Ambazonian forces then carry out the attack for CDC now because they want to make our people then be reassured, say they figure work for CDC free. They may not be reassured at one tell now. una get all the reason for be afraid for work for CDC, and una need for stop for work for CDC, because not be only Ambazonian fighter they go target una, La Republique their proxy fighters them also they go try for use extreme cases them for promote their agenda, for tarnish Ambazonia fighter their image, and also for try for lure Ambazonian foolish activists them for can demoralize the soldier them by using this extreme thing for talk say no, make una no touch man. Make una touch man. There are corporal punishment, there are other ways to punish people, but make una no use lethal force for unarmed civilians them because they work for CDC. Make that one be clear. There is no independent road without the stopping of CDC. The reason why the Cameroon agents them they go target our strategic communication for talk say Capo Daniel, he can't talk claim and say there are attack CDC, so it means say he want for spoil image for Ambazonia, na lie. Me Capo Daniel, I don't be involved for the highest communication with the international community and those companies them and NGO the way they track war crime them for Ambazonia. I've been at the main official where the governing council and put them in front for go defend Ambazonia for this office them. The last time the Human Rights Watch be talk about Ambazonia struggle, then quote me and my work what I do on behalf of the Ambazonian Governing Council as being one of the reasons where they consider Ambazonians as a responsible party to this conflict. So make some man in can deceive now for fee say the fee cry past the people the way they be done, they cry for our people them. For win war, na sense. You use na sense for win. So make all of una as una they hear this podcast, we know say na the biggest communication tool now for Ambazonia. Make una hear me very carefully. The Ambazonian Governing Council is support the attack for critical infrastructure against CDC. The Ambazonian Governing Council is not support the killing of civilians, but it support in principle the attack of critical infrastructure and measures to stop our civilians from working for CDC using legitimate means and method that are in line with our code of conduct. Ambazonian forces who take actions against CDC were not ADF soldiers, but were Ambazonian fighters doing the right thing using the wrong method. We do not condemn the attack against CDC. We condemn the excessive use of force because it is counterproductive. Nevertheless, that attack against CDC serves those who have disobeyed the lockdown and those who want to work for CDC a coin for their own action. Now, who send you first for work for CDC? It be more important for you for stop work for CDC. It be more important for you to put first the country than your own personal survivor. Make all CDC worker then focus for work for farm for feed their family, then be better off than for become slave for La Republique at the expense of the freedom of 8 million of our people. Make una wise up, una begin notice the type of narrative where people they put them out. When una see Chris Anu, he can't talk say Ambazonia be desperate, he make the advocacy for La Republique in his speeches. Now for sure now, wait away. They do up. They use Nakoni for support La Republique. They use Nakoni for demoralize Ambazonia because La Republique is desperate with CDC. They are desperate. Secondly, fellow Ambazonians, as they done the use na targeted attack, information attack against your person, Capo Daniel, I want to explain for now one thing. Capo Daniel as La Republique, he tell na Capo Daniel, he don't tank Pobia. Capo Daniel, he don't tank Pobia. They never tell now wait to wait Capo Daniel he thank Paul Biya for. That statement it will be made for encourage Paul Biya for come for negotiation table as he don't come for the negotiation table. That thank you we Abigiam now as a result for me being a powerful person in my person and in my own right for Ambazonia struggle with my track record and what I've done for my country that have given me the credit to be able to take certain decisions tactically for Ambazonian success. That particular thank you, it don't bring Cameroon down. It don't encourage the Cameroon major newspapers, major journalists for stand for turn the table for talking a Paul Biya no one piece. It don't also increase the fraction for La Republique, causing infighting beyond any time in our history. That particular word will encourage Paul Biya for stay for the negotiation table. It don't expose the crack within them. It don't result for them being arrested. It don't bring Cameroon down. Cameroon go which say Capo Daniel never use that thank you word because it don't show them who will them be for their own people and to the international community. For win war na sense, there are certain responsible people who have gained enough credit to be able to take tactical decisions on behalf of the country for the country. The result speaks for itself. Paul Biya do not deserve any thanks for anything in this war. The word that was used was a calculated word meant to implode Cameroon, and indeed it has delivered the product for our people. We cannot win this war without being smart. La Republic will do everything to suppress our ability to be smart. I will give you now one example. The soldier for instance Santa, we don't compromise. I don't talk for Ambazonia more than 2 years ago when we get information. Say grandpa for Santa, it don't be compromised. Most of our soldiers then they know them, they avoid that area. Now for that area where A447 Kata, you go reach they go get shock with Mama G them. La Republic, they don't put out image for them a fake picture, fake Facebook where they use them for manipulate our people, for blindside them and make them impossible for we for intelligently communicate with our people. I want to remind our people, 4 soldiers the way they be done come up from Boyo, they be done be loot for that same Santa by grandpa for Santa, they end up for La Republic their hand. No be 1 time, no be 2 times we don't put the warning. Today, either indeed go join La Republic, their DDR center. For sure, na say if they already do work for they do use them na for propaganda. And any man where you go close to that center, they go end up for inside poto. If I remember very well, there was one assistant when I be give information about grandpa, where they call it Babe, if be a direct worker, I think a second in command for grandpa for Santa. La Republic da Janan they be enter for inside Santa, make video live say they mean Ambazonian soldier them. Lose soldier then kill a lot of soldiers them for inside Santa. He be run. He go join no pity. Despite our repeated warning about the intelligence will be getting for grandpa, no pity saying a soldier they mean and come for they can fight, for can take carry action for inside Santa. Grandpa a contact person that's on no this way he did call say Eli. He did for Santa they na he the use and na he the manage it and come finish that soldier them. It will be a big attack that way no pity boy user like his own attack for can enter for like a nationalist force for can carry action for the. Even General Ifang, one of the yes a big number he attacked the need ever mention them. He be the way he be. I go talk to one more know. The big one, some of the big attack way he be led forces them for come for inside Lakumba. Now also also information where he come say na grandpa for Santa if you work with La Republic them so that operation it be scrap. No be 1 time, no be 2 time, no be 3 time. We don't give them enough warning and so make our people they know say it and be compromised. Some people they talk say they hear contrary message from Nanchop and the other people them. I don't want to ask and say Nanchop way become swear say it and talk here and Oliver Leke Fi Masha after where they be done killy. It be proof say na man way no get any shame, na man way no get credibility. If he lie at any moment, we'll get a track record for bringing the truth and honest information with respect for strong ethics them when we deal with our public. So if we count on our communication, we are the most credible, most accountable activists who operate within organizations that hold us to account, very high standard. So Ambazonians can count on our information and our patriotism that have been demonstrated and our commitment to our people and our cause. God bless you now. Capo Daniel, signing off.